All right, it's Jay today and Gwen tomorrow, and we're back with another adventure. So I figured I'd turn the camera on and bring you guys along. So today is January 17th, 2025. It is currently 10:18. Says it's 40 degrees outside. I don't know if I believe that, but anyway, so we're here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I'm on the hunt of a boat that is basically stuck, well, until spring, down in Milwaukee. So I believe it's called the Deep, from my understand. However, it has been renamed to the USS Minnow, based on the Gilligan Island show from, like, what was that, the 80s? I remember watching that in the morning, in black and white. No, it was actually in color. So I remember watching it when I would get ready for school in the morning. But basically, long story short is the people that own the boat, I believe, live down in Mississippi somewhere, and their plan is to take the boat through the Great Lake, or through Lake Michigan, to the Chicago River, from the Chicago River to the Mississippi River, and then down to where they currently reside, down in Mississippi somewhere. However, it got caught in a storm, and they were going to actually stop for, I believe, 2 days in Milwaukee. However, they were running out of gas, and I believe they may have hit a sandbar somewhere, and then the boat just appeared on the shore around October 2nd or October 3rd. So it's literally been sitting there for almost 90 days, if not longer. And it's made the news and all this stuff, and some of the pictures I've seen spray paint on the boat now, that's something of aliens or whatever. So basically the plan is to drive down there and film the boat stranded in the ice, because there's nothing that they're going to be able to do. I think they tried to recover it twice, and it was unsuccessful. And now that it's basically encapped in ice, they won't be able to do anything till spring. It's just basically going to sit there. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy situation. Kind of an interesting one at that. So I figured I'd start off this video again here in Green Bay, and I'm gonna get a car wash. My car is so gross. This car is black, but it looks white on the outside. And obviously this is gonna be the last car wash for at least a week, if not longer, because we're gonna be getting a cold snap, and starting Monday, I believe the Monday high is gonna be -2 with the low at -11. So we'll not be washing my car then. Might as well take advantage. And I imagine, I'm almost certainty, with certain where we're going to get my car washed, because I'm part of the club, a car club thing up here. It'll probably be nice and packed. So yeah, I'm just man, I got to do something, because my car looks like it's just. And the funny thing is, I'm actually taking it to go down the road 130 miles, or give or take, and it'll get all the salt put back on it, but at least it'll be clean for 5 or 10 minutes, and that's all that matters, really. Let's see if anybody's up here. It'd be nice if nobody was, but I got a funny feeling that's not the case. Oh yeah, look at how packed it is. I've actually been there when it's been a lot busier, but you know, this is not bad. Well, 2 more cars just went in now. Let's hurry up and get up here before somebody else goes in. Let's start it off with a nice clean car. And then get it all dirty again. That's basically what I'm doing. That is so weird. This black vehicle over here to the left, right there, is the new Chevy Trax. So 2 cars before, so prior to the car that I have now, I used to have a 2021 Venza, and then prior to that, I believe it was a 2017 Chevy Trax that I used to have, and it literally reminded me of a pregnant roller skate, which was kind of one of the reasons why I was glad I got rid of it. The Toyota Venza was just an awesome vehicle for me, and the only reason why I got rid of it is because you couldn't move the passenger seat up and down. And the one day I got in, and like I hit my head, and I'm like, I'm done with this vehicle. Like, it had everything that I wanted. You know, it had there's actually videos on it too, but it had like the HUD where like you could drive and you would actually see on the window your speed limit and all that cool stuff. It was pretty cool. There's nothing wrong with this vehicle, but it's like, and this is a limited, so, but it's missing a lot of those options, where the Venza had like a multitude of different options, which was cool. And I found out like a couple weeks ago that this vehicle actually has like, the seats in the back have seat warmers in them, which I thought was interesting, because like it'd be cool if it had vented seats back there, but it doesn't. It's just the seat warmers. So yeah, and then like I said, you got the vented seats up in the front, and the vented seats are the heated seats up here too. Yay, get to go through. I think it costs just under $40 per month to get unlimited car washes, so it's not bad. Consider you could literally come every day if you wanted to. Not that I would, but I try to wash the car sometimes once a week, but that always doesn't happen, so. Yeah, so it is very interesting. The blue car that went before this red one in front of me, the Chevy Aveo, that was like my first newest car I ever had. Like I bought, and I had it the way I wanted it. It was a Daewoo is what it was. Chevy bought Daewoo out and then made those Chevy Aveos. And the car, like, I had it tinted windows, I had ground effects on it, I had a train horn. It was one of the stupidest things I could have done. Just blowing money. Oh, I had rims too for it, which was even sillier. And I end up totaling it. Then I end up getting a silver one. And I'm glad I don't have that vehicle ever. Like, they're not really good made, and basically it's a car. That's all it is, you know, to get you from point A to point B. You'd get pretty good gas mileage, but that's where it stopped. Weren't getting anything else on it, so. wash this car, make it all clean. I'm not sure what she's spraying on the car. Oh, they gotta be cold. Alright, and this is where we let the machine take control as we wash my dirty car. Get that camera. Get that nice spot up there so I can have a good view. Gwen does not like her car coming through here. She's like, I don't want that thing beating up on my car. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's knocking all the dirt off in the snow or salt or whatever, so. Yeah, car's not liking that. Not surprising. I imagine everybody's newer car that comes through here makes those noises, so. Stacked us in here. Wondering when we were gonna get to go. All right, let's go. Got a new Starbucks coming in over there. Not bad. It was not bad. Not too shabby. Imagine that's the blue car that was just in the car wash with me, or with us, in front of the red one. But it looks, well, other than the big scratch over there. Oh no, this is dirty. Oh, no. Maybe that was the one that was in there. Looks clean. I don't know. But That's exactly what I used to have, the Aveo LT. Such a small car. I would never get another one like that. And they don't even make them anymore anyway. For a starter car, for somebody like that's just starting to get a driver's license, I would think that there's literally a turkey sitting back there. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'll show you guys. He's like right here on the sidewalk. It's kind of weird. There's literally a turkey right there sitting on the ground by that person's vehicle. Oh, must have heard me. I don't know if it's hurt or not, but maybe I should call like animal control to have them come out and take a look. This is right downtown Green Bay, so I would say downtown Green Bay, but like right here on Military and Mason Street. So maybe I'll look up the animal control number, let them know. All right, so got a clean car. Time to get going. See you later, Mr. Turkey. So he got up and started walking around. I thought he was going to walk out in the road. I don't even know what animal control would do with it. You know, like, I mean, it just sucks that he's like kind of at a busy, almost at a busy intersection back there. I mean, there's nothing around here. Well, there is a little park back there, so hopefully he can find his way over there. Oh, this little strip mall is all new. A lot of broken signs. Oh, that used to be like a salvage repair shop right here on the corner. They completely demolished it. That's interesting. What is this? Some crap in the road. I wonder if the reason why that salvage repair shop down there shut down is because they didn't want to get with the times. No, last time I went in there for something, I'm not even sure what it was. The lady was like telling me that, you know, everybody's got these computers in their hands, and like I don't carry a phone around. I have a phone at home, and you know, and I don't think, well, I don't know why everybody needs that and everything. And when you don't get with times, you fall behind, and I'm suspecting that may be what happened there, but I don't know. I see there used to be Green Bay trains back there too, off to the right, which is what I would tell people like that weren't familiar with where we live. If you're on Velp, you'll turn right before Green Bay trains, because that's where we used to live down there on Platten Street. And then you'll run that all the way down for almost a mile, because I used to use it as a landmark basically, and now I see it's a tattoo parlor. Kind of interesting. Did not know that. Like that's, I don't come over here very much. I had to get out more. And this is all still Green Bay too, so currently on Velp. Got the train yard over here. Underneath that bridge back there was like the train yard for Green Bay. Bunch of cans all over the road back there. Very windy. Holy cow. definitely windy out. Super windy. That's another thing too about like the Aveo, the blue Aveo and the gray Aveo. When it would be windy like this, there was no soundproofing. So like an example would be, we've taken that car to Florida, and I'm pretty sure it was the blue car that we took to Florida, but I'm not 100% sure. But on the way to Florida, as most people are aware of, through Indiana, it gets really windy, you know, from time in that, you know, in that state, obviously. It would get so windy and so loud in the car because there's a plastic piece that they had in there that would just flop back and forth, and I don't know if it was rubbing up against something, but it was so loud. And the only reason why I'm even bringing this up is because currently right now it's super windy, but you guys probably wouldn't even notice that unless I told you, because of how they sound dampen the cars, you know, where again the Aveo wasn't sound dampened, and I'm not even sure if that's the proper term, but I just know that like it was horrible. And like I said, like if it was windy out, you could have the radio on, you're still hearing that loud high-pitched noise, which sucked. And the day I got rid of that Aveo was so awesome because I didn't have to hear that noise anymore, and it was awesome. looks like we have about almost 2 hours or 110 miles to go, so... So we're on the outskirts of Milwaukee now. Currently 12:09, and it says 50 degrees, which is kind of mind-boggling down here. I believe it's only going to get up to 40-something in Green Bay today. However, come Sunday, that'll change with the cold front coming in. So. Still kind of windy. Degrees it's saying now. looks like we got about 23 miles or 33 minutes to go. And that's just to the beach. That's not, it sounds like that boat is in between a beach and a, what do you call it? A marina. So we'll have to see when we get there, when we get closer, so. I imagine we're going to end up crossing over into the left lane up here, if I remember correctly. Unless the road construction is done. We were down here in December, actually twice, now that I think about it. weird. I don't see anybody out there doing construction for a Friday. That is so weird. Maybe they're down here further. So about 11 more miles. This road, it's nice and smooth now that it's done. Before it used to be horrible. Pretty nice. Looks like we're taking Silver Spring Drive in about 3 miles almost. Good Hope Road. See the skyline of Milwaukee now. Come on over. Associate Bank back there was really close to the side of the highway. That's kind of interesting. Whitefish Bay. Our exit. I don't know if I've been over here. Or at least in a while. $51 degrees. I mean, that should, I mean, obviously they got a bunch of ice around the boat, but like, I wonder how frozen the lake is over here by the shoreline. And we have a green light. No, I've never been over here before. This is all new. Fox Bay. Imagine some of these houses over here to the right or to the left are $1 million homes. But I mean, I guess with a good view like that, like Lake Michigan, it doesn't surprise me. House has another little baby house next to it, like a clubhouse. That is kind of insane. We are gonna go this way. A dog in that stick there. He's trying to hold this big stick in his mouth. Yeah, for the most part, all the snow is like melt. There's a little pile back there, but like I don't see any in the yards. That is interesting. But it has been a mild winter too. So up in Green Bay, we had I believe there's just a little bit too on the ground. Christmas tree out there in the road back there. These houses over here to the left are pretty spectacular. So now I believe I have been over here, but it was like when I first started like doing some filming around here. I mean, it's been a while, so. Oh, look at those waves. 49 degrees it says it is. Park. Bunch of geese over there. So we're coming up here on Brayford Beach, I believe is what it's referred to as. And it should be, the boat is supposed to be between Brayford and the marina, or a marina, I should say. And that's if it's still here. As of a couple days ago, it was still there. So I'm suspecting they're probably going to wait till the spring to get it out of there, but you know, being the Coast Guard, so, because the city, I believe, or the county said that now it's the Coast Guard's issue. You know, there's a possibility that they may have worked a lot faster than anticipated, I guess. Currently not seeing it. Okay, here the boat is, I believe. It's sitting right over here off to the left. So we got to turn around and get over there and park. It's right there. I see it. Sucks that people had vandalized it, you know. It's not their property. Can we get over on the other side of that median now? All I want to do is turn around. And here we go. So I wonder if this is the marina that they had a slip at, the boat. Again, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, actually, I could look up the marina, but I know it was where they had come to shore. Apparently, it was between Brayford Beach and McKinley Marina. So this is where I believe they had the slip for the 2 days. And now we can go. "48 degrees," it says. All right, so we'll get out and take a look at the boat and go from there. All right, so we're down here in Milwaukee, and let's look at that boat that had washed up on the shore here. It's been down here for literally 3 months now, and it's a 33-foot yacht. And now I believe it's going to be cased in ice. So it's just really interesting, you know, and the people that own the boat live in Mississippi, like I had stated. So, and I believe people down here in Milwaukee are referring to it as the USS Minnow. As you can see, look at the ice that thing has. There's no way they're getting out of that. That will not be getting removed until summer or spring while that ice is melted. I mean, that is insane. Like, people, it just sucks that people had spray painted and everything. I mean, that's kind of insane. Yeah, they even put garland on it for Christmas. But look at the ice that's encased in the back of it, the back of the boat right there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Look at that. So the plan is I'm gonna fly the drone out there too and get a good picture. Oh my God, so if you look in the window right there, it actually has the Skipper and Gilligan on it. From the SS Minnow, I think. That is pretty funny. Wow. I don't know why those people are like walking on something that potentially isn't their property. That's very weird. And there's stickers on it too. Wow. Kind of interesting. Again, a yacht that's been sitting here for 3 months now, and they've tried twice to recover it with the fail. You know, obviously that failed, and now it's just sitting here. And I imagine again it'll probably be sitting here until sometime in the spring when the weather's a lot better and there's not all this ice. So very interesting. I'm not going any further down there because again that's on ice, and it is already chilly right here. So all right, stay tuned for that beautiful footage.